What's up, y'all? Hey, happy Monday. Good morning. Let me make sure that we are live on the page. Check. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Good morning. There we go. Live. Cool. All right. So, welcome to the Digital Mentors Daily Morning Inspiration Connection here. We have this wake up call every single Monday through Friday, whether it's myself or one of our team leaders here, coaches, trainers. If you are looking to go out there and get paid for your knowledge and build a business around your interests, passions, get out there and serve a very specific client, put your knowledge, your wisdom, experience into something that is valuable, something that is very valuable for a very specific client, specific audience. And how do you package that up? How do you not just package it up, but bring it to market and sell it and start to get paid and build a business around it and actually do what you were put on this planet to do? That's kind of what we do here inside of Digital Mentors. We've been doing it for 15 years. So welcome to the tribe here, whether you're joining us live or you're watching the replay. What's up there, David? Good morning. So we're going to get started, and we're going to talk about a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. In fact, one of the first things back 15 years ago on our whiteboard when we were like, hey, let's do something. Me and my business partners at the time were starting to have some success in our businesses, specifically in top tier direct sales and network marketing. And we thought we could create a training, and we thought we could create people were coming to us. They wanted our knowledge. They wanted what we were doing, what our team was doing, how we were training, the systems we were using, the processes, the websites, how we were using the internet and using funnels and list building and, one-to-many type of selling, webinars, actually attracting people who wanted to do business instead of, going out there and approaching strangers. And one of the first things we wrote on our wall was that we develop leaders. Like, we hear inside of this, and it's been said many, many times from, some of the, I was just hanging out last night with a dear friend who came up through our platform, and he was just sharing his story of how he was able to catch on film him firing his boss. And he went down memory lane with me, and it was just so grateful. And it was cool. It was cool because now he's running an ads agency for one of the top, in his case, acupuncturists in the country. And he's built this, he found that content really wasn't his thing. He wanted to run ads and be more behind the scenes. And we just chatted and caught up, and it was so, he got good in that particular level, area of impact. He got good at what clients would want. For his case, he's into funnels and ads and traffic, right? And he doubled down on that, and he increased his skills, and he became a leader in that area. He became someone who is known for that. Okay. And he said some really kind words about the system and how we've created literally tens of thousands of success stories here at this point. And it really boils down to, we develop leaders here. If you want to become a leader in your space, in your niche, which you want to do, it doesn't mean you need to hop on stages if you don't want to, or you don't have to write a book if you don't want to. But what it means is, if you're going to do business here, if you're going to do e-commerce, if you're going to learn how to create something of value in exchange for someone else's credit card money, time, their attention, right? We are going to have to be seen at some level, right, where our status is raised, and that's not like an ego thing, but they see you as someone who can help, someone who can solve a problem, a leader, someone who can lead them to an end result that they actually want. Okay. So this morning, with that being said, we develop leaders. We've been a leader incubator, again, one of the biggest, that along with, we want to help, parents, really kids, get their parents back. Those were like the top two things that I had on our whiteboard. Let's do this, back in the day, back in 2008 ish. And what's up, Robert? Hey, Raymond. What's up, Ned? Steve Devane in the house. Anthony, what's up, guys? And with that being said, we're going to dive into leadership today, because it is a core trait no matter what you're doing. And when you come into an online business and you're tasked, or I shouldn't say that, that's not the right word, you're being called to share. You're being called to create. You're being called to take what's going on in here, and bring it to the market. A lot of crazy stuff will come up, right? The I'm not enoughs, the I don't have values, the who am I to do this? This will never work, right? All of that will come up. Okay. And that's normal. That's normal because we're not typically raised to, as leaders, as business owners. Okay. And this isn't about slinging someone else's product. This is about taking your stuff, your passion, your wisdom, your expertise, and bringing it to the marketplace. Okay. And you're going to be tested. There's going to be long nights. It's going to get dark from time to time, right? You're going to be asking yourself questions like, why did I start? And then when you get beyond that surface level, overwhelm, confusion, fear, you'll understand that there's no other way. Like, this is what you're supposed to, like, you are here. So many people say they want a better life and they don't do anything about it, right? It's just a thought. They don't ever, they get the call, they talk about it, but they don't ever answer it. And if you're on this wake up call on a Monday morning, you're one of those who's answering the call. Right. And we honor that here inside of Digital Mentors. And we also honor it being 9/11. Much love to, my God, long time ago now. Those first responders and everything that happened and how the nation came together. And it was just, whenever 9/11, here we are on a wake up call. Whenever I hear that date, as I'm sure for you, especially if you're in the States, it just hits different, and that freedom that you and I have, that choice, where we do live in a country where we can make some choices. It's not perfect, of course, but there's some very things to be proud of and to be grateful for. Number one being that you're above ground, right? And gosh, how many years ago? 20 some years ago, some crazy stuff happened, and it's when we talk about leadership. Can you imagine we're talking about like getting out of our own head to do funnels and to do lives and reels and to put our wisdom out there, to turn our stuff, our knowledge about how to lose weight, about how to grow a business, about how to deal with depression, about how to deal with whatever it is, about how to solve the problem that you are out there to solve, right? 9/11 hits a little bit different because, they went into the towers and literally risked their lives. Talk about leading, right? So let's dive in. Number one, whenever and I'm sure you hear about leadership, the first word that comes to me is vision. It's going to be the first one that I always talk about. It's just, leaders, they've got a vision. Okay. And they work on that vision, and that vision is top of mind for them. That vision is, they see something that others don't. It's called faith, right? That literally, seeing is believing, right? I mean, that's everyone, if they could see it first, everyone would have it, right? Everyone would be happy. Everyone would be wealthy. Everyone would be in shape. They'd be healthy, all the things, right? A vision is seeing it before it's actually made manifest here. A vision is seeing beyond your current circumstances, being greater than the circumstances you're in right now. It could be because you're not your circumstances, right? And leaders, this is a trait and a skill set. And, I'm almost this to a fault from time to time. Where it's not optimism. It's just a vision. It's just wanting to see the good in people and having such a vision for where you want to go, that the negative or the lack or whatever is just, I don't even see it, right? And through the obstacle, I'm looking past it, right? Whatever needs to get done this quarter, this year, right? Of all the things that all the crazy things that have happened to you and are happening, we need to figure out how to hang on to that vision, how to iron in our neurology, in our nervous system, that vision when it's not going well. When it's going well, it's easy. When it's going well, there's flow. When it's going well, it's anybody can be happy when things are falling in your direction, when money's coming in, when clients are happy. The vision and the leader is tested when things are like when shit's hitting the fan, right? When the back end is breaking, you're not sure the websites are going wild. You just did a webinar, but the cart's messed up and no one's able to buy, or whatever the case may be, or something happens with your business partnerships and it seems like all hell is breaking loose. In that moment, that's a test to your character and to the leader that you're going to be. Again, easy to show up as a leader for your people when things are good. When things are bad, that's when your tribe, your community, your team needs you the most. And that's when you need to, again, get beyond the circumstances, beyond whatever the chaos or the overwhelm or the fire or the whatever is going on in the moment. How can we get beyond that? And you do that when you have a core vision and a set of beliefs and traits that no matter what, you're going to show up as, period. Number one, vision. So do you have a vision? Right? Hi, Gwen. Good morning, my friend. Gwen, one of our newest rock stars, guys, 80 years old, cooking up some crazy cool stuff in her business, bringing her knowledge and wisdom to the market, has had a few years of experience in this arena, and is just now coming to just create something really special. 80 years old doing it from a place of service and wanting to help and help her children and help her audience. It's just a beautiful thing. Talk about leader and vision, right? Right? She didn't need to come into the Rockstar program. She wanted to. She was being called to get out there and really fine tune her message, create her offers, create the things that what she wants to do, right? Because she has a vision, and it's inspiring. It's inspiring, and everyone's heard, y'all know, without a vision, the people will perish. People will not follow you unless they feel you are up to something. Doesn't mean you need to have made any money at this point, but they do need to know that you're competent and that you do believe and that you're headed in the right direction and that you do have value and that you can, like I'm talking about, like real, not just perceived, real tangible value that comes with working on your vision. And number two, okay, is confidence. I've got an idea, a list of 7. I'm probably going to get to 3. We'll hit you with 3 here today, okay? Because there are many traits that make up a leader, and there are many, these 3 key pieces I know that if we work on, you will step into leadership. You will start feeling those feelings. You will start becoming the leader. All right. So along with vision is confidence. And I don't mean like an arrogant, cocky, none of that stuff. I mean a deep belief in your abilities, a way of being, a walk where it's okay to make decisions. Because you know what? Leaders are forced to make decisions every single day. Look at Jeff Bezos. He talks about like leaders, the C-level executives. They get paid millions of dollars a year to make like 2 to 3 decisions a day. That's it. And those decisions move the business. They are big time decisions, right? But they've worked on their confidence to become decisive as a leader. Leaders, they make decisions quickly and change them slowly. And they have a belief. Now, that's not to say that every decision is going to be right or anywhere near right, but you know what? They're going to get in the game. They're going to do so many people get caught in this perfection or paralysis analysis. No, like leaders who lead the industries, who lead clients, who have full-time businesses, they make decisions. They get out there and they get as much information and do the research as possible, but they don't get hung up in it. Enough's enough. Like enough is enough to bring the idea to market. And they're confident in their skills and their abilities to just make it happen. And again, not an ego or arrogant thing. They're confident in the way they move. They're confident because they've put in the reps, they've practiced, and they're continually working on themselves. They have coaches, they're on calls with clients, they're learning, they're growing, they're investing, they're doing the things that breed confidence. Now, they're not just sitting there, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm confident, and saying that to themselves. They're taking actions in that direction. They're taking actions that will increase their belief in themselves, that will increase their confidence. Okay. We'll, if you're taking notes, we'll throw it up there, confidence slash belief. And I can't tell you, we're taking like 50 clients right now through a process, and I've talked to every single one of them one-on-one for some hours upon hours. And the number one common thread, especially when it comes to leadership and creating your business and getting out there and making money with it, is confidence. It just comes, it's just a self-image of like, gosh, I'm not confident with the course I made. I'm not confident with the product I'm bringing to market. I'm not confident on the phone and having a one-on-one conversation. You increase your confidence in skills. You increase your confidence in your thoughts, in your beliefs, in your emotions. There's a psychology piece to it, and then there's a tangible, get your tail in gear, get the reps in, and increase your skills. And then the psychological piece, the psychology piece, is stop with the garbage. Stop with the shit that the stuff that is breaking you down, that is pulling you down, that is making you small, that is making you feel like you're not confident, that is making you feel like you don't have any self-belief, right? That is increasing the self-doubt. Stop telling yourself you suck, right? And I get, if you've been telling yourself I suck for years or I'm not good enough for years, it's not going to be an instant thing. Now you can tell yourself I'm changing in the moment. You can start to separate yourself, become self-aware, understand that thought isn't you. And just like my hands out here, you catch those thoughts. That's always step one, is being aware that it has to be step one or there's no problem, right? But you know that there's a thought or a belief or a pattern or program that's keeping you feeling less confident, feeling less all in your business, in your skills, in your abilities, in your leadership, right? So just start to separate. You become aware of it, and you just start. It's out here, and you just as easy as it can be right here. Just let that thought float away, right? Because the reality is, that's not true. Whatever limiting belief is holding you back, it's not true in your heart of hearts, or you wouldn't be here dancing with it, right? Right. And when you can release that, right? When you can create a vacuum, when you can allow that thought to no longer give you the charge, to no longer make you feel less than or less confident. Okay. That's when new opportunities, new possibility opens up, a new you. Okay. And you start to find the actual empowering belief, the antithesis of that one that's keeping you less confident, that's keeping you less, keeping you behind the computer, behind, keeping you from posting the content, having the conversations you have to have, creating the funnels, creating the offers, creating the workshop, whatever it is, something that's keeping you back about your belief, your self-image, your confidence in your ability to deliver, your confidence in your ability on a sales call, on a discovery call, to move people through a process and to have them feel with authenticity that you can lead, that you can get them where they want to go. Okay. Confidence is so key. And I cannot say confidence without number 3, humility, to even hammer the point home more that it's not just, it's not just you and the team there. You gotta, yes, confidence, yes, build that up, build that psychological strength up. And in the same token, you're going to be creating a team. You're going to be working with clients. Okay. And it's not always, best. And there has to be some humble pie, humility, right? Taking a deep breath, knowing that you can't do it alone, knowing that there's another human being on the other side of that call, or on your team that does have insights that you probably don't have, that has, certainly an experiences and background that you don't have, that will have different insights and wisdom, and to have the confidence in your decisions, and also being humble enough to put your ego aside and listen to your prospects, listen to their concerns, their dreams, their desires. Get out of your own way. Stop trying to force a square peg into a round hole for them, and thinking that it's just a one case fits all. On prospecting calls, especially, if they don't feel heard, seen, if they don't feel understood, on sales pages, on webinars, if they don't feel understood, right? And it has to be about them, right? And yeah, Tiff, that's a big part of it, being able to delegate. You're not going to be able to grow or scale unless you have humility, truly, because you would be so egotistical, you'd be so megalomaniac, you'd be so controlling, that without the humility, and you just go off on this confidence spree, you think that your way is the only way. And this is something maybe my brain has to hear this morning, because I still have to hear this today, right? Because there are people who are going to be better than you at different areas of the business, and letting go and delegating to the team. This is how we create systems and processes and scalability and businesses. And I know from experience that being a very fiery red personality, go driver, competitive, that's just, I grew up with brothers, grew up very, in sports and athletes, and very super red on the disc profile, like off the charts. So this is a challenge for me, as far as delegating. Now, the humble humility, that part, for whatever reason, that did come natural. And I think that's because I do love people. I love working with people. I don't feel like, I feel like, the same, wherever you're at in your business or in your life, we're all one. And I think with that perspective, humility is kind of a trait that's going to come more natural. It's not like I'm better than you because I make more money, or you're better than me because you make more money, or this or that. Has nothing, like, having the humility in your leadership chart, in your leadership formula, is going to go, it's a non-negotiable. The byproduct of having that as a trait, it just, the way that you will lead with empathy and compassion, as also another byproduct of having humility, which are another more leadership traits, certainly, is empathy and understanding and compassion. I think humility, those can all kind of be chunked up under humility as a leader, because everyone knows those A personality type drivers, those guys who are just, their heads are so big, and girls too, women too, not just guys. But that's a turnoff. That really, people aren't stupid. Those old sales techniques don't work anymore. People are waking up, right? And they want authenticity. They want to know that you can lead them, but you'll do it from a place of authenticity and humility, and you'll lead them with vision, and you'll lead them with integrity, right? So those are the three big ones today that are just coming up for me. I've got a list of, leadership is definitely one of my things. I've read a ton of books on it, and invested in courses on everything with leadership. But yeah, I love it, Mark. Right? Self-image and psycho-cybernetics comes to mind. Been doing lots of work here. Love to hear it. Yeah, right on, Elizabeth. Tiff, you are speaking my language here this morning, right? She's a high D, but has learned that it's best to let others do what they're good at, and you do what you're good at. Yes, I love it. I love it. I saw one coach lady tell a client she doesn't know what she's talking about. Yeah, I mean, that's guys, for coaching, for many of you who are in that realm and creating income from coaching or consulting, yeah, this is, when I hear people say I'm going to be a good salesperson because I can talk, because I've got the gift of the gab or anything like that, that's not a good thing. When I hear people say that, I'm like, oof, they might have some challenges here, right? Because sales and leading doesn't always mean, in fact, they're doing most of the talking when we talk about sales and influence, right? You're asking the right questions. You're increasing your skills to write the right questions, to say the right questions. So if you got a guy like that who hops on, who comes into your team or your position or a leadership role and thinks he's, can just talk has the gift of the gab, without the right skills and a little bit of a shift in that perspective, because leaders don't just gab. They're very intentional. They're very strategic. And, in a sales call, it's the one that does the less talking. And a good leader will lead the client through a call doing very little talking, actually. That results in sales most of the time because of that leadership presence and that belief and that confidence in what they're presenting, and also combined with some very, very effective, conversation and closing skills. So, yeah, that's it. I got to hop off. We have some big team calls here this week. I will say this, guys, real quick, is the Wednesday webinar, weeklymarketingwebinars.org. Highly recommend you join us there. And there's also a link that we are emailing you. And also, if you are a member, you can log in. And we're having an irresistible offer creation workshop this Saturday. We don't hold these very often. It's $49. And as an affiliate, it pays you 100% commissions when you share it with your members. And it's going to be very, very cool. So if you are in this place of wanting to create your first offer, we've got a formula we've been using for 15 years, and we've launched hundreds of products, created hundreds of offers. And if you want to go through the framework and create an offer around your skills, right, putting your knowledge in some type of offer that you can then sell to your ideal client, where they're getting a specific outcome and they're getting the results, so they can continue to buy from you as well and go up your offer model, your ascension model, whatever else you have to buy. That's what we're going to be talking about on Saturday. We are starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. The link right when you log into your home in your Digital Mentors back office. Let me just double check. It's where I'm saying it is. Yep. Right at the top, when you log in, guys, there's a link to the workshop. You can get some more information there. And then weeklymarketingwebinars.org is this Wednesday. We're doing some crazy. I can't wait. Guys, I wrote five sales letters in a day. I'll show you the pages. I'll show you exactly what I did with AI. You don't have to be a master copywriter. I'll show you the formula, the framework. That's free this Wednesday. And there's a reason we're doing that, because this Saturday is offer creation. And typically when you create an offer, you will at least need some type of sales page, or at least way to communicate what that product or offer does, which you're going to get this Wednesday as well. So yeah, very, very cool. I don't know what Amy course creation is, Tiff. You can check out when you log in. You can check out the, I'm not sure what Amy course creation. When you log into the Digital Mentors, right on the homepage, you'll see the offer to the workshop. And Mark Smith, the D and disc profile is just, I forgot the actual, is it? I don't know what the actual D stands for. But the D is the red, competitive, personality. The oh gosh, I think the I is I forget. It's been many years there. One of them is like the communication, one is the more intellectual, and then one is the more people, yellow, very feeling type, and then D is just drive, go, go, go. Like those are that's the disc profile. Oh, cool. Uh, It is. I'm not 100% sure what Amy is doing in that course. You can check out our page for 49 bucks. We are doing, I'm certain we have different, I don't know. I can't speak to her. I'm not sure what she's teaching or talking about. But we are going to show you how to basically outline an offer and create it and bring it to market. And you can see if it makes sense. And if you want to, for both, the price of both, if you wanted to do both, it's still, just one or two or three tips here or there to create your offer or course. We're specifically, not everybody. That's one big thing that we see, Tiff, is that a lot of our members, they don't. While courses are great, my gosh, and having evergreen funnels and cash flow coming in, awesome. Got it. I love that. Right. A lot of our members would rather create a coaching offer, right? So we don't just block you into, hey, you've got to create digital courses. A lot of our members want more of the higher ticket cash flow, one-on-one coaching or group coaching, which you can charge a lot more for than just a standalone course, digital course. Both are extremely valuable. I think both are necessary in an online digital business if you're looking to scale and grow. But for 49 bucks, you can, highly recommend you get in there. We don't do it often. You have access to everything, lifetime. And yeah. So there you go. You can invite people. Yes, there's a link. There's an email that our team is sending out with an affiliate link. And I'll actually throw that in the post as well here. And I'm going to hop off, guys. I got to get going. Much love, Elizabeth. Thank you. Happy Monday, guys. 9/11. Much love. We appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. I'll drop both of the links in the comments over on Facebook. Have a beautiful week. Enjoy the Monday, 9/11. Thank you. Take a moment to just sit for a moment, throw out some gratitude and some appreciation and love to what happened a good handful of years ago. And happy Monday, guys. And we'll see you guys on the calls. We'll see you this Wednesday and hopefully see you this Saturday as well in the workshop. This webinar is a wrap. Oh, I always say, keep growing, keep getting better and better. And remember, you are the one. See you guys soon.